Hey YouTubers, mlay Tech here, and today I will give you a recap of WWDC 2012. Now you might realize that I'm looking down at my new MacBook Pro once in a while because I am reading off my notes and quoting it to you. So now let's get started. First, Apple at the WWDC, they have this whole funny entertainment of Siri. That's how they announce WWDC at first at WWDC. So basically Siri starts making fun of Android, saying we don't have jelly bean just because you have ice cream sandwich, which I thought was really funny and too selfish of Apple though. I mean, come on. So first they start announcing the MacBook Airs. Some of the MacBook Airs used to have an 8GB of RAM for only the more expensive models, but now all the models are going to have 8GB of RAM. It's going to have a faster GPU, a 720p HD FaceTiming camera, and it will be 2 times faster. And shipping started yesterday. Today is June 12th, and shipping started the 11th. Now let's continue to our next product that Apple announced, which is the MacBook Pro. This update is only for the 15.4 inch, so if you have the 13 inch, don't feel left out like you already have the old one since the new one came out, but you don't, since the 15.4 inch, that was the only one that was updated. And the 17 inch was deleted, so feel bad for you. Now it has a 7-hour battery life, an i7 8GB RAM, which can stand by for 30 days. It has 5 million pixels, which is more than a plasma TV. It has a quad-core processor. It weighs 4.5 pounds, and it has a Retina display, which many of you were looking for in the new MacBook Pro. It has 256GB of flash storage, as most of you know, and they did announce this before, but they just gave you more specs on it now. OS X 10 Mountain Lion. It has a lot of cool new features such as messages, notes, notifications, reminders, and those are some of the new apps that Mountain Lion now has, which some of you already know on the iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. It is now $19.99, which I think Apple's going to go down finally to $0, because first it was, I think, $130, then they put it down to $30, then now they're putting it down to $19.99, which is about $20. So I think they're going to go down to free. And it has a new glass dock and a new Safari. They say it's faster than Chrome, but Apple always and other companies always try to say they're faster and better than other companies, but they just want to say that to get more customers and sell more products. They have something called Power Nap, and what it does is it keeps your Mac up to date when it's in sleep mode. So let's say you go to Australia. I don't know. Let's say you go to Australia and you forget to turn off your Mac and you just keep it on sleep mode. It will keep itself updated the entire time that you're in Australia, which I think is really cool. And they added a lot of languages, 32 more languages, I think, and they added a new Chinese dictionary, and that they really pointed out something with the Chinese, which I don't get why, but they just did. And they have dictation, which I think is going to be really cool for students and people that type a lot, because instead of just typing the entire time, you could just speak. Let's say your teacher is writing something on the board, you could just say it, like Apple is awesome and I love their Macs, and it will record it and type it for you, so you wouldn't have to type it all by yourself, and it would take a lot longer to type it. So why can't you just say it? I mean, other computers already have this, but I just think that it's really cool for Apple to come out with this. Then they just list like some cool facts, like 150 billion messages were sent through iMessage, which I think is not that much because people text all the time. So I think they should really step up with iMessage at the next year's WWDC. And 50 million Game Center accounts, which also is not that much. Alright, now let's talk about iOS 6. Over here we have over 200 new features. Can you believe that? 200 new features. Let me just recall some of them, the main ones that they really focused on. There is a lost mode, which I think is pretty cool because a lot of people come to the Apple Store, say, I lost mine, can I have a refund, or can I have a new iPhone or MacBook? But this only works for the iPhone. So basically, if you lose your phone, you could call your iPhone with another phone, let's say a BlackBerry, and you call it, and then the iPhone will automatically pick up, realize that it's lost, and call you back and tell you where it is. I think that is amazing, and they should have came out with this a long time ago, but it's pretty cool that they come out with this now. And it will automatically lock when it realizes that it's lost. Now I also like that a lot of people have to wake up early to go to work or to go to school, and why not just have a happy morning? So what they did was you could make your alarm on your iPhone. The alarm will have songs, or it could be on your iPod or MacBook Pro or any other MacBook Air or iMac, or you name all these Apple products, and it will have an alarm with song, which means that it will wake you up, not just a ding ding ding. It will have the actual song that you pick. Let's say you have a favorite song, so it will sing that song and wake you up. And the beta came out yesterday, the 11th, as I said earlier, and it's compatible with the iPhone 3GS, iPad 2, and the new iPad, or the iPad 3, whatever you want to call it, and the iPod Touch 4th Gen. So if you have any other devices like the iPod 2 or the iPod 3, it will not work. I know, bummer. But luckily for me, I got the iPod 4th Gen, and I will update it in September, which is when it's going to be out for other people that are not developers. And when I said that the beta is coming out yesterday, that means that it's only for developers, and it's $99 if you want to become a developer. Now let's talk about Siri. It could tell you different sports scores from last night's baseball game or basketball game, and it could tell you different facts about other players. Let's say you want to, this is one of their examples. Who's taller, LeBron or Kobe? Obviously LeBron. I mean, what kind of question is that? But that was just their example, and obviously LeBron. Now, it will also know different restaurants. Let's say I want a restaurant near 5th Avenue by the Apple Store. It will find it for you. And let's say I want another detail saying I want Chinese. It will also give you a Chinese restaurant near 5th Avenue near the Apple Store. Finally, I was really waiting for this, for it to launch apps. Let's say I wanna launch Game Center using Siri. I say Siri, Game Center, and it would open Game Center immediately. So that is pretty cool, and I was waiting for that so long. And also, it is coming to iPad, which is really cool. And you could post stuff, let's say, you could post stuff on Facebook and tweet stuff on Twitter using Siri as well, which is also a really cool spec. Now there will be a do not disturb button and custom in phone calls, which means you could block other phone calls. Let's say you're in a movie theater and you want only your mother calling you. Let's say she's picking you up or something, and you want only your mother calling you. So then you could block all other calls and only accept her call, and the iPhone would automatically do that. And FaceTime is over cellular data. And also if you're on if you're on a website that has a app, there will be a banner saying this website has an app, and it will show you, it will lead you to the app. There will be whenever you pull the banner, which was updated on iOS 5, whenever you pull that banner, it will automatically refresh your mail, so it will be there, which I think is really cool. And also there's something called single app mode. Let's say you have a little child that's 3 years old and you want them only on a certain math app. So you'd want them to press the home button, so you could lock the home button, and even if they press it a billion times, it would not lead you to the home screen, and they would only stick to that app. So that is really cool. And there were some rumors saying that Apple would cancel maps, but that is not true, and I think that is their biggest update, by the way. The new maps. Maps is now integrated with Yep. It has turn-by-turn navigation, which other smartphones have already, but I think this is amazing for the iPhone. And sorry, TomTom, it's just not going to work out for you. Now, it's still, turn-by-turn navigation still works with the lock screen, so which means that if you lock your phone to save battery, it will still tell you your turn-by-turn navigations. Now, it works with Siri, so you could ask Siri to lead you to that app, as I said earlier. Now, it can tell you a faster route, which a lot of GPSs like TomTom have now. It will tell you a faster route because of traffic. So let's say there's 10 minutes worth of traffic, which you could easily get through in 2 minutes. So there will be a pop-up saying there's traffic, and it will give you another route that you could go around it only in 2 minutes. And that is really cool, and other GPSs have this. So I don't get what the point of a GPS now. What is really cool, they have a 3D model of every place in the world. Paris, Romania, Hungary, Russia, America, anywhere in the world, it will give you a 3D image, and you'll be like on top of the entire city or the entire country, and you'll see each little building, which I think is really cool. And those pictures are really good. And this is what they call flyover, which you're basically flying over the entire world, which I really think is really cool. So that was my recap of WWDC 2012. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe up there, like down there, and comment if you do like this video and have other videos that we should make. Now, peace!